Hi. I feel weird starting these every time because I'm still trying to figure out, what do I say when I start it? Do I say hi or hey or whatever? But I hope you guys are doing great out there, whoever's watching this now or in the future or whenever. I just wanted to talk about psychosis today. I've actually watched a couple of videos from different channels out there. Some so-called professional medical kind of channels, and then I've watched some individuals that that have channels that say that they're schizophrenic and this and that. There's one that I saw that's actually called schizophrenic. There's one called I Have Schizophrenia. There's all kinds of channels where people are talking about psychosis, and one of them kind of got under my skin a little bit today. I think that this person was doing it for a college paper or something like that, but it was just textbook. I mean, she might as well have been reading right off of a teleprompter straight from her textbook. And I asked, well, what is schizophrenia? What is it? You're doing a real great job giving me textbook definition, but what is it? So I don't know. So I just wanted to kind of go into this, and I'll probably do more than one video on psychosis, because this kind of stuff is the reason why I wanted to make my channel to begin with, is because of the experiences that I went through, the things that run in my family as far as mental illness. I mean, it runs in my family, so I wanted to just kind of give my perspective on that, as somebody who was raised religious. I mean, and then going into a spiritual awakening and being shook like that, and where I am now. So that's why I'm doing this. So anyway, today it might be kind of rambly because I've been kind of researching definitions and things like that. So my mind's a little all over the place, but I just wanted to start with the official definition of psychosis that I looked up, and anybody who's watching this can go and look the same things up that I'm looking at. It wasn't hard to find these definitions. So, okay. The official definition is a severe mental disorder in which thought and emotions are impaired so that contact is lost with external reality. Psychosis is characterized by an impaired relationship with reality. And then it goes on to say that people who are psychotic, now I take that term very offensively, psychotic. Anyway, so it says people who are psychotic have delusions, which are false beliefs, and hallucinations, auditory and visual. So that's, basically, if you have that, they're saying that you're psychotic, that you're under psychosis. Okay. So where do I go from here? I wanted to take a look at a couple of these words. First of all, let's take a look at now the English language. I've been doing a lot of looking into, and I have started to notice just by myself that words sound different than what they initially would seem to be. Like, and it's hard. It's so hard. Like with the English language, this language is meant to confuse. It's meant to keep us in a dumbed down state. The things that we think that we're saying, we have no idea what we're really saying. And so I've started to notice things like that, and I'm not going to really go into mine here, because if you hear what I feel like, I mean, I took the word, the town Corsicana. I mean, to me, I'm just like, okay, let's, yeah, Android, just different words that I'm like, okay, these words don't really, and you really have to be careful when you're saying words that have several different meanings, because what I've learned, you know, we don't know what we're talking about. We really don't. We're sitting here, and the word in particular, the true meaning of the word, I believe it was nice. When you say nice, oh, he's nice, that means ignorant. So, you know, I've had people say, I don't like it when you call me nice, because, you know, they didn't realize that it meant ignorant, but it just made them seem like they weren't attractive or something. But yeah, go look that up. It means ignorant, lack of knowledge. And a lot of these are have Latin origin. So, okay. So if you take the word reality, so psychosis means that you're out of touch with reality. So think about the word reality. Reality. Okay, so that could be broken down into 3 words. Okay, so you take the word reality, the origin is Latin, which means realis. Okay, so it's R-E-A-L-I-S. To me, I look at that, I see real is, which means it's relating to things. So in English, it means real. Okay, so in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, it says a true situation that exists, the real situation, something that actually exists or happens, real events, etc. And then you go on to Wikipedia. Now, this is when things get a little interesting. Okay, so Wikipedia says reality is. So that's just the same word right there. We sound like, you know, redundant when we're saying real is reality is, because reality means realis. So reality is the state of things as they actually exist rather than as they may appear. Okay, so let me think about this for a second. If you know that it depends on how far into the spiritual awakening process that you are. You might hear what I'm saying and be like, oh, this bitch is crazy. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Reality, oh, we get up and go to work every day, and we have to pay our bills, and we have to, work our fingers to the bone, or we don't get to eat. That's just how reality is. Well, the further you go into like this reality, you dig down into that rabbit hole, you start to realize, because when you first wake up, you realize, oh, things are different. So you start researching. Well, if you know anything about the SKV Act of 1666 that declared us all dead at sea, and you start realizing that we're under maritime law, we're not under law of the land here right now the way it is now, and everything is a lie. The more you realize this shit, the more you realize that this isn't real. The things that we hear with our ears and we see with these eyes aren't real. You have to use your other lenses. You have to look through your third eye. You have to start realizing, you have to listen to your heart. You have to go within and be able to discern everything, because you come home from work and you turn on the news while you're making dinner and you think that's real. Well, it's not. Ralph Smart says that the television, he broke that word down, tells lies to your vision. Well, that's exactly true. It is true. And I'm getting it's a little warm in here, but this stuff just kind of, it gets to me, because, when someone wakes up, they don't want to be told that what they're feeling isn't true. They don't want to be put in a mental institution and said, oh, here, take this medicine because, you know, we know what's real and you don't. They don't. That is the exact opposite. This is opposite land here. So, yeah. Okay, and then you go to, okay, the word real. Let's look at the word real. So I broke this down just right before I got on here and started rambling. But yeah, the word real is Latin, okay? Just look at what the Vatican's doing right now. If you know anything about the Pizzagate scandals and things like that. Okay, so the word real is Latin res, R-E-S, meaning thing. Okay, so thing. Okay, I don't know. I don't claim to know exactly what all of this stuff really means, but I'm just looking at it with an open mind and as you know, trying to be skeptical, and you know, that's how we should be. We shouldn't just believe everything that's thrown in front of us. You can't even say that you have a belief and that a belief is yours until you look at it and you scrutinize it and you know it from every angle, and then you could say, oh, I believe that. You don't just take something for face value and just believe it just because your mother did and her mother did and their family did before that, like religion, you know. Don't even get me started. But okay, I wrote a bunch of stuff down here. So okay, the definitions for real. Okay, if you look, there are 7 definitions for the word real. 7. Okay, so when you say real, you don't even know what you're saying, because there's 7 different things that it could be, and we're not even aware. I mean, we're just throwing words around like monkeys throwing poop at each other. But okay, so other uses are real estate. Okay, and if you know anything about the straw man stuff, this gets deep. It gets real deep. So put on your galoshes. Okay, property, money, law. Okay. Now, whenever you look at these definitions, of course, they're going to give you what you think it is. Oh, well, that's what it means to the English people, the people that speak English. But remember, our tongues were confounded. We have been, just do your own, you're welcome to do your own research into this, but we have been completely deceived. So I'm going to let you do your own research there, but this is just what I'm coming up with. Now, the very last definition that you see, if you click, you have to click the little box to go down to see the real definitions. But listen to this. The number 7 definition of real is concerning optics, your eyes, okay, of an image. Okay, so, and this is exactly what it says, of an image of a kind in which the light that forms it actually passes through it, not virtual. Okay, now I can't tell you what things mean to you. I can only say what it means to me. But we are all angels of light, angles of light here. Information is light. And if it passes through you, if you're, taking care of yourself and you're aware and, you're open to receive light, then, that to me, I don't know. But it says not virtual. Okay, well, we live in a virtual reality. It's called a matrix. Call it a, computer simulation. Call it whatever, whatever that means to you. Hologram, whatever. But, okay, so here's the deal. The players in this game, they can't make moves without telling us what they're doing. They have to be honest with what they're doing. So what they do is they put it and they hide it in plain sight. Go and take a look. If you want to, I have a playlist that I created, and I saved some movies and songs that I found on YouTube that hide truth in plain sight. So if you want to know what's really going on, that's what you have to do. You can't watch the news and expect to know what's really going on, because reality isn't what you think it is. It's 3 words, and if you really dig down into those words, you get it. You start to realize, see, there it is again, realize what's real, and what's real is not what you think. And it's almost making my head spin right now just thinking about it. But yeah, and then you go looking at other definitions. Okay, so in Wikipedia, I think it was Wikipedia, when I was looking up real, one of the examples on number 1 was Julius Caesar was a real person. Okay, so then if you go look at Black's Law Dictionary, person is non-human. So, to me, and here's a little bit of my psychosis or delusion, I think Julius Caesar, I think they're talking about an ape. Or I don't know, Planet of the Apes. Go look at that. His name is Caesar. So just put that in your pipe and smoke it for a second. Try on that little bit of psychosis there. And I didn't really look at, break down the word psychosis. Just the breaking down the word reality, I'm just like, I feel like an android about to, bust a chip or something. And my middle name's Ann, so that, in my family, my mom's name is Ann, my cousin, or middle name is Ann, my cousin's middle names are Ann, and then, and then we're born in Corsicana, who's sick Anna? So, I don't know. But anyway, that's just kind of me going off the rails there, but excuse me. And I'll do another video, other videos on my delusions, and kind of try to tie those into later on me finding it through research of my own, and then listening to my inner voice and my guides or whatever. Just my journey of going from what I felt and being told that I was that I was completely psychotic and delusional, to later researching and seeing, hey, this things that I was thinking can be proven. Like, I can prove that to myself. I'm not delusional. So y'all, anyway, so I want to just wrap this up real quick. I mean, and this is what I was thinking the other night. The polarization between realities, when you're told through religion that you're born in sin, and that you're dark, you're bad, you're full of deceit, you have to atone for something. And then you go from that, and then you go through an awakening like I did, like the dissonance between that thought or that belief system that I was bad, and then whenever you swing from that angle all the way, the polarization to the other extreme, hey, I'm I'm an angel incarnate, I'm divine, I'm the light, I'm good, and I'm the truth is in me. That creates a lot of confusion, and I'll show you what I wrote down here. And I know this isn't very good, but I hope you can kind of read it, what I was writing. Yeah, but okay, right here is where you get your psychosis. Right in the middle, in between these 2 points. Okay? Because this is what you're told. Okay? Everything that we're told is not true. Okay? And then over here, this is the truth. So somewhere in here, you're going to be spinning around going, I don't know what the hell's going on. So what the crap is going on? yeah, so my goodness. And then another thing, whenever I was looking at the word real or reality, okay, it breaks down. And go ahead and take a look at these words, what reality really is. And there's several different meanings for the word real. There's several meanings, over 10 or about 10 meanings for the word it. Okay? And then why is another word by itself. Okay? So real, and I'll put this up again. Let me let you look at my notes here. Okay? And I know my handwriting kind of sucks, but look, okay, this is the first word, real, is res, meaning thing, and it's Latin. Okay, this one, it, which I think was Greek. I don't know, I just kind of briefly wrote it down. It breaks down into Greek, he. Okay, and then you look at that, I can't even read what I'm writing, but somehow it turns into Helios, which is a sun god. Okay, and that, what did I write down? oh my gosh, yeah. And if you look further into that, it says he, this is the example, okay, so take note of this. He who is silent consents. So the thing having to do with the Greek god, sun god, Helios, which I'm not saying is bad by itself. You know, I don't really know the Greek gods very well. I mean, I'm human, I don't remember. But he who is silent consents. Okay, and then why? Okay, I'm gonna take this down. So when you go into the letter Y, it translates into the numerical 6. Okay, but then if you look at the math portion of that, the math side of the letter Y, which is Latin, by the way, it's a dependent variable or unknown. So, I mean, my goodness, y'all. So real, it, why. Thing, he who is silent consents, unknown variables. So, wow, y'all. I mean, just go do some research into the etymology of the English language. I mean, it is just crazy, 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 crazy. And thank you so much for listening. I think that's really all I needed to say. This is getting very, very long, but yeah, psychosis. So if you're experiencing psychosis, just hang in there, because reality, it can shift very easily. And it's already happening now. So just trust in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't go outside of yourself asking if this or that is real or not. There's a reason why you probably think you're a cat. There's a reason why you think you're a dog, or you're a vampire, or you're this or that. There are reasons why you're hearing things and seeing things, and it's not because you're sick. It's because we have come into a world that was sick, and we're here to fix it. We're the light here to fix it. So just hang in there. And if you have anything you'd like to say, if you'd want to reach me, you're more than welcome to leave a comment. I'm looking for my tribe, so if you think you might be it, if you feel like you might resonate with mermaids or something, then you let me know. Yeah, my email address is kaekle99@gmail.com, and my name is Carrie. So this is the first of my psychosis videos. There will be more to come. So have a great day, y'all. Bye bye.